The sacred trickster enters here, the one who provides detours for our growth and understanding by ensuring that things do not go as planned. How many of us can raise a hand to that? This bringing the energy of divine deception, which sets us free from the shackles of that which does not serve us. We may have heard this as rejection as God's protection. Sometimes it appears we're going to get everything we want, only to find out that the sacred trickster brings us the opposite of what we had hoped for. And the lessons offered by this essence may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for our highest good. Are we being seduced by something that we desire? Could it be that something of a superficial nature has led us to this moment? Are we compromising ourselves in some way to get this desire? Are we controlling or manipulating others or situations to ensure that our needs are met? And that was something that came up in the last call. Can we just simply have healthy boundaries and ask for our needs without it needing to lead to, drama or chaos or conflict? Because our program is such that we do not ask for what we need as a species until we feel pushed into a corner or taken advantage of. And then often it ends up in an explosive way where no one is really being seen or felt or heard. So we're really encouraged to just notice any controlling or manipulating that we might be doing either consciously or unconsciously. And we can always ask Spirit to please show us graciously where we might be doing these things. So, knowing that this sacred trickster energy, this coyote, is howling in the shadows to remind us that this might be a lesson that is too painful to learn if we continue to keep going down this path. We're encouraged to beware the shallow waters right now. So, first, Spirit telling us that we're really learning how to cross these deep waters with grace. And we're actually being encouraged to beware the shallow waters. So, really staying away from anything that's just gliding along the surface or superficial because it is not real. Something or someone which is pretending to be deep, but this is not making it so, no matter how beautiful or sparkly it may appear. Spirit says, all that glitters will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes we may make to change that. The lyrics here, and I'm just left with the truth. So once again, this feeling of the sacred trickster sweeping through, not always comfortably. It always kind of like turns us around and leaves us in a tizzy to some degree, but it's always for our protection, and it's always shining a light and highlighting something that we need to see. It's leaving us once again with only that bag of truth. And so the next energy coming through to support us within this sacred trickster energy is that the wisdom and the power of the divine is always with us. And so once again, this need to gather our inner resources, this need to go within, to contemplate what our true source of power is in the world. And that is of the divine. So we're being called into the well, into this unseen power that is only ours and ours alone to align with God, to invite the divine to bring these miracles and resolutions into our lives, and to say, thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my soul purpose. We will know the way forward through the still small voice within. But first, we have to give it the space so that we can feel it and hear it. The divine answers our calls by sending others to help guide us. So once again, we will not be left alone. And just like these little footprints of snow left us a little path through the woods, we too will be shown, one step at a time, baby steps, the next right action.